Like I knew by the time I hit 10 fights in the UFC, names like him would be popping up across my radar. So I was expecting this fight. I had people hit me up and be like, "That should have been you," and I'm just like, "Yeah, that's a part of my fuel right now, right? That's what I'm here
Yeah.
for. I'm trying to take it all, you know. So that's where my head's at, you know. So like everything that they introduced is just literally the way I fight. Like
Yeah.
there's no like for me, it's just like, oh, like you feel any added pressure to fight the way you fight? Like, nah, bro, I fight this. Like, this
Yeah,
is how I
exactly.
fight. Like, I know I can knock people out. I
Yeah.
know I have heavy hands. Like, I know. Like a lot of times, I need to control myself a little bit better because I tend to overswing. Again, I go back into that Daniel Marcus fight, and I was like trying to take his head completely into
Yeah.
the fucking nosebleeds. That's where I was
Yeah.
trying to.
All right, Adrian, listen, dude, I appreciate you coming back for a second time and speaking to me about life and fights and stuff. Since we last talked, other than Cody and you now, going to exchange punches in the octagon, what else has been going on?
Honestly, man, it's just life be lifing, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, like life be lifing, bro. I've been really busy. A lot of like
Mm-hmm.
family stuff has been going on as well too. So trying to manage all that as well. But overall, man, like this is a pretty good time for me, man. Like this is like the first time in a long time where I've actually had a fight that like I'm gonna have another fight so like a fast turnaround. I'm pretty excited about that. So like that's
Yeah.
been like the most positive thing about like being in this moment, man. Like it's just I'm just blessed, bro. I'm just blessed.
I agree with that. I think that, especially as a fighter, right? I'm not a fighter, right? I don't know it,
Yeah.
but when this is your job and this is how you make your living, and for you, you were sidelined for like a year, almost two,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Getting another fight like this, quick turnaround, it must feel good. Especially, I mean, you did go to, we had a pretty cool war with Ricky.
Hmm.
You feel good, well, as healthy as a fighter can be. All that training feels fine. Weight cuts going good.
Oh yeah, no, man. I feel physically great, man. I've been taking a very big veteran approach to this fight, and like been doing a lot of film study, a lot of breaking down, and like yeah, again, I did have like a pretty good war with Ricky, you know, and luckily I've been able to navigate that and do some like again, the UCPI has been very beneficial. Like again, they give you supplements like for brain or like for your brain and everything. And man, dude, like what they're doing is top notch and like making sure that the person's recovery is phenomenal. And yeah, like bro, like again, I'm happy. Like
Hmm.
this camp has been amazing, man. And I have no complaints about it whatsoever, man. Like I'm just ready to get in there and go.
Yeah, I mean, the Cody's a big fight. It's a big fight.
Hmm.
Whether he is, not prime Cody, out of shape, eye tattoo Cody, it's a big name. He's still
Hmm.
got those power in his hands. What are the approaches that you've been taking in the training camp to deal with his speed, to deal with his forward pressure?
Man, honestly, it's like the power aspect. Like I look at like everybody has power in the 4 ounces, and like in the 4 ounce clubs, you know,
Hmm.
anybody can get caught, anybody can get hit at any given moment. So I still treat that the same. Again, even whenever I fought Davy Grant, like bro, like he was one of the hardest hitters I ever fought. I didn't treat him any differently because again, like I was like trying to avoid getting touched at all costs. And even now, like I've had to kind of change my approach to a lot of these things, you know, because I forgot there was a stat up there like there. I think MMA on Point did a video about or like there was like the damage I was taking in my first couple UFC fights, you know, was very like it was high. So I've been trying to change my game, be a little bit more defensive about a lot of things, be a little bit more calculated. But honestly, like where I'm at with my head right now, man, I'm really excited again, and then it's Cody Garbrandt, and I've always felt like our paths were gonna cross at one point, especially with how long like I knew by the time I hit 10 fights in the UFC, names like him would be popping up across my radar. So I was expecting this fight, one way or another, like just like how I expected I was gonna face Ricky, face a lot of these top level guys who've been in the division for a while, man. So
Yeah,
like I'm
been
ready.
around forever.
Yeah, man, like Ricky Simone was in the UFC forever. Like he was there before I got there. He was there in the Reebok era and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And same thing with Cody. Uh like yeah, so it's like getting to fight a guy who was at the top of the mountain and hold a belt and have like a world title around his waist is like whether everybody wants to say he's in prime or not in prime, like he was there once and he's still capable of doing it, because he got
Yeah.
there at least once. So that's the approach I'm taking. Is like I look at him as still a world champ, like because I can't put myself in the position of being like, man, he's not the same Cody or what's that like, and then I start having a negative view about him, and then I start thinking less of him as an opponent, and
Yeah.
I don't want to have the thought of having a less of him, like think of a lesser think of him as a lesser opponent, because that's whenever I start getting a little bit more careless. Because again, I start going into like, man, this is not the challenge, this is this, and like it starts going a little bit all over the place. And I kind of had that for a couple of my fights in the UFC. I kind of let some of this stuff kind of get to my head, and like again, even like in the Rob Font fight, I tried my best to keep like a very heavy set, like he's like, bro, he's hard to finish. He's been in the UFC. He's a vet, and by the time the fight got there, like I kind of had let the outside thoughts be like, oh, Yanez is gonna run through him. So first time I hit him, and like I had landed that right hand, and I saw him kind of do a little like it was very subtle in the moment, but I heard him in that fight. But he was able to come back because he's a vet. He's been
Hmm.
around for a very long time, so like he was able to put his veteran status into its use against someone who was kind of like young and dumb, going in there just like ready, like bro, like foaming, like best way to explain it is foaming at the dick, ready to fight somebody and
Yeah.
knock people
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Just
So
wants
it's
to
like that's
KO.
yeah, like that's where my head was at. So I don't have that mentality, like not the mentality, but like I don't have that like I'm more of a vet now. Like I'm starting to sit in my like okay, I'm a old like a not older athlete, but like I'm
More
getting into
experienced.
that like more experienced and like using my experience in my fights. Like it showcased a lot, especially like me even like not even having to fight in 2025, show up in 2026 against a guy who's been at the very top, fought people like a Riot Favorite, fought top five guys, has a win over Marab, whether you want like people, throw
Yeah.
question marks or quotation marks around it, like I have like a solid like fight against that guy over
Yeah.
Usman, which I believe I won. So like you can kind of see like my experience level, like I'm actually using a lot of the stuff that I know, and like yeah, like my game's rounded out so much that like I I'm ready for this. Like
Yeah.
even mentally
Yeah.
where I'm at, like I'm ready to go.
And that's good, dude. I love to hear that, especially that you're getting these higher named fights, right? They
Mhm.
may not be the highest ranked, but again, it's the name value. It's the
Mhm.
he was a world champion. It's the wow factor. You go out there, you
Mhm.
put a performance on, the ranked opponents start to open up, right? This is, I want to say this is to date your biggest fight, right?
Yeah.
It means the most right now,
Mhm.
and if you when you fight Cody, well, not even fight Cody, right? With when the fight was announced, what has this done, and what does this mean for your career? Like has
Oh
more opportunities opened up? Have the UFC reached
yeah.
out more?
Honestly, man, like I just like I didn't even like think of anything like that, like the opportunities or anything like that. Like where I saw it was is like I have to win this fight for those opportunities to present themselves a little bit more.
Yeah,
I do have like a very qualified, very like his resume is stacked. So
yeah,
like getting a win over him really means something. And then like it also kind of says like I look at somebody like Cody and I'm just like, okay, like it's a little weird, but like you kind of look at it, you be like, man, he gets all this shit. Like he's like he got the Dodge Ram commercial, he got this, like he's like I had people hitting me up being like, that should have been you, and I'm just like, yeah, that's a part of my fuel right now, right? That's what I'm like,
yeah.
bro. I'm trying to take it all. So that's where my head's at. So
Like,
I getting this again, bro. Like it's just like my mentality shift like has been shifting for a minute now, and like I'm excited where this is gonna take me because again, like big name, and I'm right there. Like all I need to do is just go out there and execute what I know I can execute, and man, like it's off to the races right after that. again, I can't look past him because again, he was a world champ. He does have the
Exactly.
knockout power, and if you look, he's only lost to certified like killers, bro.
Yeah.
Biggie, Barcelos, and then even before that, Pedro Munoz, the person before that, like Dominic, well, no, not Dominic, Cody, TJ Dillashaw.
TJ Dillashaw. Yep.
This is just me just kind of bouncing off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Even though his last fight against Zhao Long wasn't very entertaining, it was a very weird fight, and like, bro, like I hate going back and studying that fight, just because of how weird and wonky it was.
That's when he
you
got
know,
kicked in the balls, right?
yeah, he lost
Yeah.
like
I mean,
and
listen,
long,
you make me
long,
throw up
long
in the
lost
ring,
2 points. Yeah, so like,
I would quit.
so like,
Hey, kick me once, I'm out.
yeah, no. So I look at that, I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
He's only lost to really good, solid people. So to me, like he's still up there. A lot of people call him washed, but I'm not gonna call him washed
No,
whatsoever.
absolutely not. You can't underestimate somebody like that just because they're not at the peak of their career or whatever it is. Do you feel any because of the name, because of the circumstances of this fight and what it could do for you? Do you feel any added pressure to perform, especially with the way that the UFC has been, like we talked about last time with like the whole like you have to perform to move up, and now the new ranking systems where yeah you can win a decision, but just because it's a dominant decision doesn't mean it's going to do anything for you. Do you feel any added pressure to go out there and put on a show?
Honestly, no, because it just kind of revolve like everything that they introduce is just literally the way I fight. Like
Yeah.
there's no like for me it's just like, oh, like you feel any added pressure to fight the way you fight? Like, no, bro, I fight this way. This
Yeah,
is how I
exactly.
fight. Like I go like, hey, you know what? Like for those people that go and are decision makers, then it puts those people into a different perspective. Like, man, for me, I was chasing a knockout, like I'm looking for the knockout. Like I can know. Like here's the thing, I know I can knock people out. I
Yeah.
know I have heavy hands. I know. Like a lot of times I need to control myself a little bit better because I tend to overswing. Again, I go back into that Daniel Marcos fight, and I was like trying to take his head completely into
Yeah.
the fucking nosebleeds. That's where I was trying
Yeah.
to point it off to.
I'll catch
So
him, bro.
like
I'll be
there,
up there.
so that was like a lot of those shots. Now I'm like a little bit more like tamed, and now I know that I have it. Like I don't need to overswing myself to keep that same type of power in my hands. So
Mhm.
I just could do it with all positioning. Again, going back to my veteran status now, like a little bit more experience. So it doesn't like it's honestly like just made me refine my skills as well too. But
Mhm.
overall, man, like it's one of those like, hey, bro, it's just only beneficial to me. Those other people that keep seeing the judges' scorecards, bro, like those are the people that need to be worried. Those are the guys that
Yeah.
need to be making sure that they can keep their job because we've seen people get a win and then get cut because they like the win was boring. So
Yeah, exactly.
for me, I know my job is safe either way because I'm like they love people like me. They
So
want people like
it's
me
that
in the
Mexican
UFC
style where
because
they just you want to march down, you want to get into a brawl, and that's
yeah,
exactly what the UFC wants.
a
Yep.
hundred
And
percent. Like yeah,
yeah.
so it's
And
easy for me.
yeah, exactly. That meta ranking benefits like guys like you, Rafa Garcia, Lehion, Josh Van, the not
Hmm.
grapple heavy guys, right? I would say that even if like Charles Oliveira, the way he's been fighting recently, is going to have an issue with that ranking system. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
more patient. He's more patient now. Um, Going in, like your style, you're the very march forward heavy. I'm going to put you on your back foot. What about Cody's style that you've seen in film either you think may give you some issues, or is that you're seeing these holes in the game where you feel like you can exploit them?
nah, it's a lot of stuff that I like. It's a lot of stuff that I like. Like whether he's coming forward, moving back, moving side to side, like I like it all. I like what I
Mm-hmm.
see. I like what I see whenever I film study. Again, like even going back into like his flawless performance against I a lot of people will call it flawless, but I saw some things in there that he still kind of does now. So it's like it's easy. Like, again, bro,
Mm-hmm.
because I've watched like Cody again. Cody is one of those like he's been around for such a long time that it's kind of easy to like film study because I've also kind of watched a lot of Cody Garbrandt like on my way up anyways. So
Yeah,
it's
he
like
was the
I
guy
like
as you were on the way up.
Yes, so it's like
Yeah.
it was pretty easy to film study, and it's also kind of pretty easy to be like, oh yeah, like because at one point, whenever somebody's the champion in the division that you're in, those are the guys that you're looking at your film study, and you're looking to break down. Everybody wants is chasing that guy at the top, and honestly, like I always thought he was going to continue to be a top five type of fighter, just because of his skill, especially especially when he won the belt.
Yeah.
But again, like everybody stumbles, everybody like does like stumbles over, so like it happens. So
Hmm.
for me, man, like I like everything I see. I'm not gonna give away too much on that, but like there's a lot of stuff that I see that I really really love in
Hmm.
every aspect of the game. Like bro,
Yeah.
like we're ready for every
Yeah. That's good though. And you don't got to tell me nothing. I'll
aspect.
watch. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. I'm expecting a good fight. I think this is a very good stylistic matchup for not only you but for the fans. I think this is one where you guys have similar styles but very different in the sense of how you approach your striking.
Mhm.
And I think it's going to be a great 3 round war. Hopefully, an early knockout for our guy Adrian Yanez here. Get him out early, go celebrate, go have fun.
Yeah.
Um, with that, with the short rounds, does the experience in a 5 round fight for Cody, how many he's had, does that give you a little bit of worry in the sense of eh, like you said, the veteran status. Like these guys who've been there forever know how to control the pace, especially when they've been in those long 5 round fights. Is that something that is like concerning you, or is it just the non-factor?
It's starting to become a non-factor for me, but like it was like people like the person who was all like, let me even like again, it's because it's the most recent fight and it's my most high level fight that I've had in the UFC, like with Ricky Simone. Like the biggest danger from Ricky Simone, again, it's always going to be his power. Like he hits hard, he hits really hard. But the thing that I would put above his power is he knows how to win. Not
Yeah.
only just like, not only just like hit more, hit less. Like no, he knows how to work the judges, work the clock, work certain areas. Like he has cues. They have cues like when to go for the shot, when to go for a takedown, when to try to secure around. Like he's not looking to give up any leeway. So for me, like that was my biggest hurdle to jump was like he's gonna try to slow me down however he can to start getting these rounds in his favor. And I believe that's why that our fight became a draw is because he was so good at nullifying the clock or killing some type of time
Yes.
or putting himself in the fight. Like 10, like go back and watch the last like 30 seconds of our rounds. He was as soon as he hit the 10 clapper, he's going doing
Yep.
something, whether
Doing something
it's
crazy.
yeah, like again, most of the stuff didn't wouldn't land, but he's being active and putting a stamp on the judge's eyes. Like
Yeah.
again, it's not only just like the whole round basis because you had to get the opinions of the judges as well too.
Hmm.
So like, and Ricky understood that. Like Ricky understood that very well. Again, biggest reason why like I feel like that fight ended up kind of being leaned a different way instead of like just the whole round being based off the whole round because if we are going just based off the whole round and off the damage, it would have been a clear win for me. But it's those it's those little moments like that I would have to be worried about. And Cody
Hmm.
has leaned more into that as in later on in his career, especially when you watch that Zhao Long fight, he was just fighting just to make it to the bell, and
Yeah.
for me, like I'm like I don't want to hear I don't want to hear that last bell. Like I like bro, like whenever I didn't like I want stuff like that Ricky Simone fight. I'm trying to put you out before the bell. Like I want to put you out before. So like me stopping like again, I thought I stopped Ricky Simone at that moment. So it's like that was my moment. Like I live for shit like that. Like I do
Hmm.
not want the judges involved whatsoever because again, those motherfuckers might have seen a completely different fight than what we all saw. So
Yeah.
again, like
Sometimes they do.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes they got some
yeah.
crazy scorecards.
hmm
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's and honestly, that's the biggest thing when it comes to Cody's experience is that he does small things like that. Even in the sense, like, again, going back to his long fight, he does that. Like, he
Hmm.
just finding the way to win, and he's done that more now than he's done before because he's always searched for the knockout. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's also feeling a type of way. People have been counting him out. He might want to try to put me out as well too. So like I'm ready for that as well too. Like, man, I'm
Hmm.
just ready for war. I know it's gonna be hard. I'm not like I don't see myself fighting a washed up version of Cody Garbrandt. I'm envisioning myself fighting a world title holder. You know, that's what I'm
Yeah.
envisioning now. And
Yeah.
honestly, that fucking like it might sound weird, but bro, that fucking gets me going, bro. That fucking gets me going.
Yeah, no, I get it, dude. Because like, again, like we said earlier, this is the biggest fight of your career, right? You're going back to back with with big. Sorry, my chair fucking sucks, dude.
I
I
can't hear. I can't hear a crack whatsoever. So it's probably
dude,
you're just overthinking it, dog.
no, it's not even that, dude. I stole this chair from. I didn't steal it, all right. Before my boss hears me, I was told to take it because they got new ones, but no one
Mhm.
told me that the hydraulic system. I'm literally sitting here watching
Oh,
myself fucking go down every 10 seconds. Dude, it's every time like I'll be editing like a long form video and I'll sit there and I'm like, oh my god, like like right now, like it's happening right now. But yeah, you're going back to back with vets, these guys who've been at the top, right? Ricky Simone beat Marab, has been at the top of the game. Now you're coming into the fight with Cody Garbrandt, the former champion, beat Dominic Cruz, fought at the highest level. You beat Cody July 11th. What is next? What do you want a long layoff? Depending, obviously, you just went to war with Ricky. You have a decently quick turnaround. What is next for an Adrian Yanez?
honestly, I would probably want to fight in November. Uh, Fight in
MSG.
November. Man, it seems like everybody's doing MSG. Like, bro, like, and honestly, for me, I would love to go fight New York. Like, that would
Yeah.
be amazing. Knock, knock Cody out. International Fight Week, and fight in New York. You know, right there. I
Mm-hmm.
think that'd be amazing. And get the
Link up with your
energy from the
boy.
Knicks. Oh, bro, all day, every day, bro.
Get some nice food.
I might have been a Spurs fan growing up, but
Don't say that. Don't say that in New York,
I was
bro. Don't
low
say that
key
in New York.
rooting for the Knicks. I was
Yeah,
low key rooting for the Knicks whenever they were coming up,
yeah,
just because of the fact that like the story and the history of the Knicks and all that stuff.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think it would be pretty badass to go fight at MSG in New York. You know, that would be pretty fucking amazing. That
Listen,
would top off my 2026. And honestly, right before my birthday, go out there, and then right after the fight, get on the mic and be like, "I'm taking my kids to Disneyland or Disney World, whatever the fuck," you know. And
yeah.
like, but then get canceled because it's Paramount.
Yeah.
It's like
They just pull
you
the
should.
mic away from you and
They're like,
just
"Fuck, oh, what the fuck?" I was like, "Well, what's Paramount's version of this shit,
yeah,
dog? What the fuck?"
they got nothing, bro. They got no. I think I really do think. And listen, I'm not gonna say maybe we planted the seed the first video, the Cody Garbrandt thing. That I'm gonna
Yeah,
say that unless that was already in talks and you had a premeditated aspect of that, that's fine too. It was good. It did good for me. Maybe we just plant the seed. MSU, you beat Cody. I see it happening. You beat Cody. MSG. There's obviously plethora of names. Would you want ranked or would you want someone that is another prospect per se?
man, I would know. I've literally had no thoughts about what's
Yeah.
next after this because again, like all my focus has been on Cody. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that I've have thought of is just like what I would want to do after this. Like speaking of like timeline wise, depending on how fucked up I come out the fight, if I come out with injuries or nothing, like when I would want to come back and come back.
Yeah.
But uh again, I would believe me putting Cody to sleep would have to give me someone ranked. Honestly, like just based off the new ranking systems, that might shoot me into like a 15, might slide me in there
Very
because
much.
there's a lot of fighters got booted out, and there might be some room or play for me to get in there. So
Yeah.
I, it, it,
Absolutely.
it it'd be one of those things where it just kind of depends on where we land right after this fight. Because
Yeah.
man, like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like if I get another fight this year, that I fucking that that's it. Like I'm fucking excited. I'm fucking happy.
Mhm. It's big,
But yeah,
huge.
you know what? It wasn't even supposed to be Cody Garbrandt. I was actually supposed to. They had. I was getting scheduled to fight somebody else. Like what's today's? I was supposed to fight last week.
Oh shit! You're supposed to fight on the Apex card.
Yeah, they were gonna put me on June 20th. Like I, bro, it. I just remember. I just remember. I was supposed to have a faster turnaround, but literally everything kind of transpired like in 3 days. Like I was supposed to fight somebody else, and I said yes to the matchup reluctantly, but like I was like, all right, well, as long like I'm getting active, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like I'm getting active. I fought Ricky Simone. I was like, now I'm going back and like fighting backwards. Like
Yeah.
I, I was just like, you know what? I'm good. Like I get
Yeah.
to fight. I'm not gonna complain. You
Exactly.
know. And then next, you know, like 3 4 days later, my manager hits me up. He's like, scratch that fight in general, International Fight Week. And I was like, oh fuck it, let's go. He didn't even have to tell me a name. Then he messaged me a name later, and I was like, bro, that's even better. Let's fucking go.
I changed my mind. I'm gonna toot my horn. If we manifested it, that's exactly what happened. You sat there on your deck and you were like Cody Garbrandt, knowing you were supposed to fight someone else, and then that's crazy. That's crazy to me. So the UFC brought that up then to you. Well, to your manager, and the manager brought it up to you. The International Fight Week, at least, not Cody right away.
Yeah, no, I think it was Cody right away. I think my manager just told me we're doing International Fight Week, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit. And he's like, Cody. I was like, because he knew I wasn't gonna say no to Cody.
exactly. I
Like
mean, yeah, that's
he
crazy.
he like they knew. Like they like he knew. Like again, here's the thing. Like they know I won't say no.
Yeah.
It's they have to get it across my manager and my coach, and my
Mm-hmm.
manager and my coach like they're the ones that are making the final decision for me, because I'm just like, bro, like I'll fight any one of these motherfuckers. Like I don't give a shit. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
but like then like again, like this whole thing, like me getting to fight Ricky Simone was fucking beautiful again, because like I had a lot of people counting me out because I kind of been on a rough streak, you know, and deservingly so. Like I was on a rough patch, man.
Yeah.
And then that Ricky Simone fight played out the way they played out, and fucking everybody's looking at me like differently, a little bit different. Like, oh shit, like damn, okay, like he has made some leaps and bounds like in his game. For me, like it's more of the same. Whenever I fight Cody, you are gonna see another level of me.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think that your game has elevated completely, and I saw it in the Ricky Simone fight. One of the last things I want to ask you is, you're going in there. One of well, two things, right? The biggest stage of your career to date, Conor McGregor's 5-year return. You got you're on the prelims, right? Not the early prelims.
Yes, I
Prelims.
think I I am not 100% sure, because I remember they
Check
shuffled
right
the
now.
deck, because I remember I was supposed to be the first prelim on the regular prelim show, not on the
You,
early
yeah,
prelims.
you are
But
not the
now
second fight on the prelims. It's Luke
uh,
Riley. It's Luke Riley, you, Elijah Ellison and Stevenson, and then Robert Whitaker.
yeah, which is still a fucking great,
Banger.
amazing lineup. Like I
Oh
was
my god, banger.
I was looking at the fights, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And they were like, they put me on the prelims. Like, what the fuck? And I started looking. I started looking at the other names.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? It makes sense.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
makes.
Like, oh,
But
okay,
I was
I
like,
understand.
because I started looking. I was like, you know what, man? Like, I was hoping to even be a featured prelim, like the
Yeah.
last one before they go to pay per view.
Yep.
But then I look and it's Robert Whitaker, and I'm just like, bro, I can't fucking win. I was like, they fucking stacked the deck against me. I couldn't fucking do this shit. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you could.
Like
You,
they had a former middleweight champion being the main event for the prelim. And I'm just like,
yeah.
bro, like that would have been great for me, but I understand why they put
Yeah,
him there.
yeah,
So
yeah. I get it. Like, you know what I
I like,
mean?
hey, all
Yeah.
right,
The
all
only
right,
thing
fuck
that
me,
gets, yeah, for real. I mean, no, fuck you in the sense of yeah, let's put Stevenson, the first guy to ever make his like debut on one of the biggest cards ever, above you and Cody Garbrandt. I get it. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
But here's the thing on that part. Like it's more of a showcase for Gable Stevenson,
Yeah.
and I'm completely okay with that because again, like I can sit here and I can bitch and complain about all of it, but I'm not going to. Like it's like I understand where they're putting the puzzle pieces at, and again, like I'm happy I'm not a matchmaker because I think I was talking about it to somebody else the other day. Like they're even talking about like the Sean O'Malley or Rob should get the next title shot, and I'm like, you got to start taking all these into effect. Like you got to start thinking about all this shit. But you want to do the trilogy between Marab and Jan, or you want Sean to get that like go see if he can get that dub again. Like what then what does that do with Marab? Right? Like it's
they're
a whole lot.
skipping Marab. They're skipping Marab.
So it's like see like this is like that's the dilemma. Those are dilemmas I don't even want to worry about. So I'm
you don't
glad
care.
Like hey, Sean Shelby, you know, your job is really tough, especially at the top, because you're like, hey bro, like hey, like I'm just happy I'm here getting a fight, a really big name, get an opportunity like that. So on the biggest stage of my career. So to me, like I'm happy. I'm fucking happy.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey,
exactly.
I'm just happy. Like I'm happy I'm getting like the right steps that I need to be, you know, not just to be here, not just to be there, but got the right fucking like. It's like okay,
you're on the
I
right
go
path.
out there,
So, you're not fighting back. You're fighting up. You're getting a chance to prove yourself.
So at the moment, I could care less what the fuck they're doing up there, like at the top 5, because they're gonna be stalemate for like probably another year, and it's probably gonna get me a year to get there anyway. So that's why I'm not even worried about it. I'm gonna worry about it till I get there. So
exactly,
it is what it is.
And the last thing, something for the fans, you're gonna go in there. You're gonna fight Cody. We're gonna get into the next part of the video, next video, but for this one, how do you see yourself winning this fight? Round, finish, decision, right? What is Adrian Yanez gonna go in there, and how does he want the fight to finish?
Honestly, if it was completely up to me, him running in the middle and me just like throwing a jab and him getting knocked out from the jab, 3-second, like it'd be like, oh yeah, the easiest punch in the world, the jab drops him, knocks him out. Be like, bro, that would be like my picture perfect finish to be like, oh, there we go. This is it. Like jab, boom, he's dead. Like, bro, like oh fuck, like oh yeah, like that would be mostly amazing. That's the way I would want it to be. But realistically, I think we move into the second round. But I get him out of there. I get him out of there because he's gonna be he's a vet. Like he's gonna find his way into the second round.
Yeah,
find his way.
I like that. All right, well, we're excited. I'm excited for 329. I'm excited to watch. My good friend here, Adrian Yanez, go in there, put on a great performance. I think it's one of his. I think I will be honest with you. I think it's a tough fight, especially because of who he is, his skills, where he's done. But I don't think it's the toughest fight you could have. I think you're gonna have a good fight. I think it's going to be a fun one. I'm happy you're not on the early prelims, so at least people can appreciate you and Cody, rather than just like the diehards there. I'm excited for this. It's gonna be a good one, and we're back in Vegas. 329 international fight.
Yeah,
man.
oh fuck yeah.